everybody out there, this is Seto, and today for you guys, I'm going to be profiling for you my Gagaga Go-Go-Go deck. Yes, I know, Gagaga Go-Go-Go's. Well, the reason I call it my Gagaga Go-Go deck is because I run Gagagas and Go-Go-Go's in it, because of one specific card called Automapia or Automapira, whatever you want to pronounce it. But the deck is very good. It can consistently pump out Exceed monsters every single turn if you know what you're doing. And also, the cool thing about it is it just got new support about a month and a half ago with Gagaga Head being released over here in TCG America. Sorry, it was a manga promo, so my friends over in Europe, you probably do not have Gagaga Head yet. But it's a very good, solid card that gives you recovery plays. And I know the main protagonist in Zexal used Gagagas and Go-Go-Go's, so it's kind of funny that I'm running a lot of number monsters, quote-unquote, which is kind of hilarious in itself. So it's a number hunter deck, I guess, in a way. But the deck's very solid at what it does, making Exceed plays, and it makes me want to go back and revisit some of my older Exceed-based decks that I have in my, boxes, like Gadgets, Heraldic Beast, things of that nature, guys, and other decks of that nature. So first we have your two Gagaga Head. Gagaga Head's very, very nice. I'm going to read you his effects so you understand his applications. Also, keep in mind that when he is used for an Exceed material for an Exceed monster, you get to draw one card, which is really nice. Now, a lot of people, when this card came out, were running it in the deck as a 3-of. 3-of is a little bit too excessive, I found. 2-of is really good in the deck with him because he's not going to be really live early on in the duel. He's going to be live in your mid to late game. So, if you understand that application, that's the reason you don't want to run 3-of. You don't want to see him right away. You want to see him, like, after you've made a couple of Exceed monsters. He's really good for recovery plays and using your resources in the graveyard. So Gagaga Head states, if your opponent controls a monster and you control no monster, you can normal summon this card without tributing as a level 4 monster. When this card is normal summoned, you can target up to 2 Gagaga monsters in your graveyard except Gagaga Head. Special summon them. Also, you can't special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except Exceed monsters that only use Gagaga materials, and then if it's used as an Exceed material, you get to draw one card. So, really nice card in the deck. He's kind of like a Cyber Dragon. That beat stick ability does come in handy once in a while if you're facing a certain deck. But for the most part, you use him for Exceed fodder, get to draw off of him. Really, really nice card overall. Next, we run the original reason why I started playing this deck in the first place, was the card that came out last year known as Gagaga Sister. Sister is very good. She can help search out a Gagaga spell or trap. Mainly we search out for the spells. Sadly, you cannot search out Automapira or Automapia. I love this card, but you can't search it out. You usually search out Gagaga Revenge. Sometimes you will search out your Gagaga Academy Emergency Network, or sometimes you'll search out your Gagaga Bolt, which is literally 1-for-1 removal, which is really nice in the deck. So Gagaga Sister also states, and I'll read the last effect, besides when she is normal summon, you get to search out a spell or trap. The levels, you can target one other Gagaga monster you control, so it can be Gagaga Magician, Gagaga Girl, Gagaga Kid, Gagaga Head, it doesn't matter. The levels of that monster and this card become the combined current levels until the end of this turn. You can only use the effect of Gagaga Sister once per turn. So she can help you go for a whole bunch of different plays. Yes, she can help you go for rank 9 plays, but the biggest monster or Exceed monster I run is a level 8. Rank 8 Exceed monster, because I really never find myself going for level 9s per se that much. So just I like my 3 Gagaga Sister. Very, very good card. Very cute card as well. Next we run our 3 Gagaga Magicians. Now, Gagaga Magician is literally a staple in this deck. I know people are going to be saying, well, why would you run Gagaga Magician? Why is it a staple? Because he can manipulate his level pretty much between 1 and 8. He works well with Gagaga Sister, which is also true. I mean, Gagaga Sister works well with Gagaga... Sister works well with Gagaga Girl. Sister works well with Girl and Magician, but Sister does. But still, Gagaga Girl is actually a pretty good card, but we'll talk about that more in a second. Magician's just very important because you send him to the graveyard, you can bring him back with Gagaga Revenge. Doesn't matter what you normal summon. I'll talk about those plays a little bit more in depth in a second here, but he is very intricate to many of your plays. So that's why you want to run him as 3-of, because you want him in the graveyard to bring him back to do Exceed plays. Or normal summon and do different plays that way. Next, 2 Gagaga Girl. 2 Gagaga Girl. Gagaga Girl's pretty decent. It can change its level to Gagaga Magician's level, but also you get the effect that when she is used for an Exceed monster, you can target one monster on your opponent's side of the field, reduce its attack to 0. This can precipitate OTKs, guys, if you know what you are doing. So sometimes what I've done is if I have Magician and Gagaga Girl out, I'll target a monster my opponent has, go for number 39, Utopia the Lightning, and OTK them right there. So it just depends. But yeah, if they have multiple monsters in the field, you can use Lightning, go for that. It's won me games. So 2 Gagaga Girl is very good. It's not a great card. You don't want to run it as a 3 of, but it is good as a 2 of. So that's why I run 2 Gagaga Girl. Next you run 1 Gagaga Child. I was originally going to cut this when Gagaga Head came out, but I found myself still saying, you know what, it's not a bad card and it still comes in handy. So Gagaga Child pretty much states that when you have a Gagaga monster already on the field, you can special summon him. Then you can target each other's levels, you know, they become the same level, whatever you want to. And then what you can do, but the problem is, the only downside to this effect is you can't attack that turn. You cannot conduct your battle phase, which sucks. But if you go in first turn, it doesn't matter, right? And also sometimes it's just very good to go for, because sometimes you'll go for a very powerful monster that can change completely the face of the duel. So sometimes, like for example, I'll go for a big eye with Gagaga Child, steal their monster, and they'll be like, well, I have no more plays I can do. I guess I'm up the creek without a paddle. So it just really depends about how you use it. Sometimes I do use it for Allure of Darkness fodder, which does happen. But for the most part, he's a good as a 1-of. You don't have to run him, but I do like Gagaga Child as a 1-of in the deck. It does come in handy. So 1 Gagaga Child. Next, I run the Go-Go engine, which is 3 Go-Go Giant and 2 Go-Go Golem. Now people say, why the heck are you running 2 Go-Go Golem? You shouldn't run any Go-Go Golem because, you know, Giant, you can just use Giant, Giant, Giant. Now I'm going to let you guys know this. The Go-Go engine mainly focuses around going for rank 4 plays. That's usually what your Giants and Go-Gos are mainly for. Your Gagagas go for your 5s, your 6, your 7s, your 8 level Exceed plays, okay? So your Gagagas go for everything above level 4. Your Go-Gos are your stable rank 4 deck, and are also your quote-unquote beat sticks of the deck. You have an 18 beat stick and a 2000 beat stick. So when Gagaga Giants summon, you can target 1 Gagaga Gagaga Giant. Oh my gosh, I'm getting tongue-tied in this video. When Go-Go Giant is normal summoned, you can target another Go-Go monster in your graveyard, bring him back, he goes to defense position, and then you can Exceed play with that play. Now the reason I like Go-Go Golem is because I like my Giants just for going for rank 4s. These are literally like your, in a way, quote-unquote, your Coach Soldier Wolf Barks for your Go-Go monsters. Well, Golem is a defensive play because if I go first turn Golem, sometimes they'll set it, they'll be like, oh, okay, attack over. Nope, you didn't destroy it because it doesn't get destroyed once per turn. Then maybe if I had a bricky hand, almost another monster, then go off, depends. But I really like the Golem as a 2-of in the deck. And the Giants, this is literally just free 3-level Exceed rank 4 plays right here for you. That can be searched out. So I do like the 2 Golems. You can either cut it down to 1 or none. Yes, you can use Giant into Giant, so you can go pitch a Giant, bring another Giant, normal summon another Giant, then go for rank 4 Exceed play that way, by pitching a card with Automop Hero, searching another Giant, and then normal summoning, targeting the other Giant in the graveyard, bring it back, go for rank 4 play. But I do like the Golem because Golem is actually pretty good in some small way. But you don't have to run it. You could run other things if you want to, but me, I like the Golem because it gives me some defensive plays in the deck, which is kind of nice. Next, I run the card, which I'm going to spend a couple minutes on talking about, and that's Automod Pyra. Great, great, great card. Now, a lot of people don't like this card because they feel it's a neg-1, because you have to discard 1 card. Now, the good thing about it is it doesn't say it has to be 1 Go-Go or 1 Gagaga card. It can be any card you can discard. And then what you do is you target from your deck, or you add from your deck 1 Dododo, Gagaga, or Go-Go monster. So now we don't run Dododos in the deck as you see here. So what you do target is you have to target 1, or you have to target 1 of these, 2 of these 3. Okay, so you have to target a Go-Go and a Gagaga, or a Dododo and a Gagaga. It doesn't matter, but we don't run Dododos, so we just usually target your Gagagas and your Go-Gos. Whew, tongue-tied. So one of the cool plays I like doing with this card, to show you that it's not a neg-1, is I'll use a perfect example here. I have these two cards in my opening hand, okay? So I have a Gagaga Magician and an Automata Pyra. Activate Automata Pyra, pitching Gagaga Magician to the graveyard, okay? It's in the grave over here. Nice and pretty. So you have it in the graveyard over here. And then I use this effect to add one with the other. So now depending upon my hand, I'm going to add Gagaga Sister to my hand. And then depending upon what I want to, I can add a Gagaga Golem, a Go-Go-Go Golem, or a Go-Go-Go Giant, you know, depending upon the situation. And then, you know, doesn't matter. Now I'm going to normal summon my Gagaga Sister. Okay, I normal summon my Gagaga Sister. I'm going to add the spell card Gagaga Revenge to my hand. Okay, activate Gagaga Revenge. Okay, bringing back the Gagaga Magician. Now I can make Magician's level anything I want to. Okay, and I can use Sister's effect to target it to make it the same level. You know, whatever level I really want to go for. And there's a level exceed play first turn like that. Just by sending the card to the graveyard, you thinned your deck out by 2 cards, added 2 cards to your hand, pitched the card to the graveyard. I mean, you see these combo plays here, and that's the reason I like Automata Pyra. Now, it doesn't have to always work with Gagaga Magician. That's just a one case scenario here. You can use Magician, you can use Gagaga Girl, you can use Go-Go-Go Giant, you can use Go-Go-Go Golem. You can use any of these 4 cards to optimally use Automata Pyra by discarding any one of these 4 card combos and go off. Because I can use, okay, say I didn't get the Gagaga cards I really want to. You know, I got Go-Go-Go Golem in my hand with Automata Pyra. Well, what can I do? Okay, pitch the Go-Go Golem to the graveyard, add Go-Go-Go Giant to my hand, add a Gagaga Sister to my hand, normal summon the Gagaga Go-Go Giant first turn, bring it to defense position, bring out Go-Go-Go Golem, go for a rank 4 exceed play that turn. I got a Gagaga Sister in my hand, looking nice and pretty. I've thinned my deck out. I mean, that's a good play right there to me. So that is why I run the Automata Pyra at 3 up. It's literally your searcher for the deck. It's such a good, underrated card, guys. I'm not joking. Definitely try it out. Very, very good card. Next, I run, guys, 3 Gagaga Revenge, as I just showed you. This card is kind of like a premature barrel or Call of the Haunted for Gagagas. Also, it has the effect that when this card is the monster that you brought back, so say I brought Gagaga Magician back, and I use that Gagaga Magician for an Exceed monster, if I have any other Exceed monsters on the field, including the one I'm Exceed summoning it into, they all gain 300 attack. Now you would say, well, what the heck's 300 attack do anyways? That's not much. Believe me, it adds up very quickly when you have like a bigger, you know, card like an Abyss Dweller that maybe has a Nodin on it, and then on top of that it gains 300 more attack. That's not bad. I mean, there's a whole bunch of good cards out there like Strike Bouncer gains 300 attack. You know, just good little cards out there that, believe me, they look more impressive with 300 more attack. So 3 Gagaga Revenge, it gives all your Exceed monsters that are currently on the field and the one you're exceeding into 300 attack. Really, really nice card. And it's searchable, like I said. Then we have 2 Gagaga Academy Emergency Network. Now, what does this card do? This card pretty much gives your Gagaga Cyber Dragon effect. Now, you can use the Gagaga Revenge with Gagaga Sister and then normal summon the Gagaga Magician, then go for an Exceed play that turn. But also, sometimes what I've done is use this card, depending upon my hand, either go for Magician or Gagaga Sister, depends. And what I'll do is be like, okay, I got Gagaga Magician in my hand, switch some of the Gagaga Girl from the deck, normal summon the Gagaga Magician, target Magician, make his level this, whatever level I want to, make Sister that level by targeting Magician, go for an Exceed play that turn, target a monster, make it 0 attack. Nice opening plays. So it gives you your ability to go Cyber Dragon, and it gives more versatility to Gagaga Girl and Gagaga Girl and Gagaga Magician. So, 2 Academy Emergency Network. It's good, it's usually good, if you go in second. It's also a good card just at certain points of the duel. Some people like running 1 of it, some people like running 2 of it, some people don't like running it at all, but I like it as a 2 of in the deck. It's a pretty good card. Gagaga Emergency Network. Next we have 2 Gagaga Bolt. This card is literally 1-for-1 removal. So all it states is, if you have a Gagaga monster out in the field, you activate Gagaga Bolt, you can target a monster or a card and blow it up. Doesn't have to be set, doesn't have to be anything. Just states, pretty simple text here. If you control a Gagaga monster, target one card on the field, destroy that target. That's all it does. Searchable removal, really nice. It is a really nice card, guys, believe me. So that's why I like running 2 of the card, because it's really nice just removal. If they have vanities, something that's a problem, just be like, okay, target that. I normal summon my sister, get the search off. Oh, you got that vanities up, emptiness up there. Okay, I'll add Gagaga Bolt to my hand, blow that up. Okay, that's nice to go. That's a nice way of getting around something. So it's a really nice card in the deck. Next, I run 2 Aurora Darkness for your draw power. I don't run 3 because you're not running a whole bunch of darks. I mean, you're still running a couple of, Earth type monsters. So, like, these guys. So you don't want to. It can conflict sometimes. So I do like the 2 Aurora Darkness, but no more than 2 for extra draw power. Twin Twister, so you can pitch your Gagaga cards like Gagaga Magician, Gagaga Sister to the graveyard to use in combination with Gagaga Revenge, which is really nice. So you do have ways to discard cards like Golem, Magicians, whatever, get benefits by them being in the graveyard by reborning them and blowing up back row. Then we have 1 Insta Fusion for your rank 4 plays. Your 1 Foolish Barrel to send your Gagaga Golem and your Gagaga Magician or Gagaga Girl to the graveyard to reborn them. Your Upstart Goblin for draw power, your Soul Charge for combo plays, which is really broken in the deck, and your Regeki for instant removal. So let me get them all in line there. But yeah, that's where all the cards you run. Regeki is really good in the deck too. So, yep. Pretty simple. Then I have, because I run Trap Tricks with Flasia in the extra deck, I run 1 Space-Time Trap Hole and 1 Bottomless Trap Hole. You can run another Trap Hole you want to, like maybe Trap Tricks. But I like Bottomless and Space-Time Trap Hole for my deck because I do run Trap Tricks or Flasia in the deck. So it's a good first turn play, if you know what I mean. So those are my 2 Bottomless cards. Then I run my Solemn Strike Brigade, which is 2 Solemn Strikes and a warning. So pretty staple base value. 2 strikes and a warning. You could run 3 strikes, but I like the 2 strikes and the warning right there. On to the extra deck, guys. You run your Utopia engine, so regular old Utopia, and then number S39 Utopia, the Lightning. It's kind of funny that this is a Gagaga Girl Derek, and I'm finally running a Utopia in the deck. For Pete's sake, I know. Yuma would be proud, I guess, right? Oh gosh, I hate Yuma. Whatever. Castel and 101. Good rank 4 cards in the game. I mean, if we had Lavava Chain, I would still run that. If you had Exciton Knight in the game, you still run that, but those are banned. So those are some rank 4s you run. Then you run Trap Tricks for Flasia, number 106 Giant Hand, Abyss Dweller, and Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon. These are just good generic rank 4s. If you feel that you would like to run other rank 4s in the deck, go right ahead and do it. It's up to you. But these are the rank 4s I go for the most. Rafflesia is a good first turn. Hand is a good card if you've built a field up and you want protection. Abyss Dweller is good against meta matches. And Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon is a great card. So, yeah. Oh, and at the moment I'm making this video, I do not own I think it's the Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, like the new version of him, that you just have him and the other card and then you overlay into him. I forget what it's called, but I don't have it yet. So if you're wondering where the heck that card is, I don't have it yet because the set just dropped and I don't have it. So, sorry. 1 Constellar Pleiades. You could run it in the deck if you do, but that's up to you what card you would like to cut for that. 1 Constellar Pleiades. 1 Terra, Keeper of Boundaries. 1 Photon Strike Bouncer. 1 Simon, 1 Naruto, I know, but Naruto, the Moral Leader, and 1 Big Eye boy. Big Eye is very good. You gotta run him because he's so good. But those are just some of your other Exceed monsters you run. And lastly, you run your number for your rank 8, the best one I think, number 38 Hope Harbinger, Titanic Galaxy, and your Nodin for more rank 4 play shenanigans. So that is the deck profile for you guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. It's a very fun deck to play, guys. I mean, it really, really is at the end of the day. I've thoroughly enjoyed playing it. I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. And until next time, guys, take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. And go, 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 goes. And Gagagas.